on audio. Episode 3, take 1. Welcome. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, another banger. Yeah, you love it. Get a little coffee in you. Keoh was not ready for an episode this morning, but got to get that content.
Yeah. I blame The Rock.
It is The Rock's fault. We'll get into that. Audience, thank you for joining us today. Welcome to episode 3, late night, date night, daytime, day grind.
Yeah.
Wherever you are, whenever you are.
However you are.
Glad that you're here. Well, good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
It's nice to see your shining viper face.
Thank you.
The coffee's running strong and it's running dark.
It's just, the lights are just so bright, you know?
The lights are bright in the studio, all right? And that's not just a phrase. They are literally bright.
I love the lights.
That
Dude, remember that Kanye?
Kanye is good. Oh, timer. Oh, already forgot it, you know? It is what it is. Gotta make time. Gotta make time.
All right.
Let's see. Let me change this again. Just give ourselves a little cushion. This last year or two, I'm drinking coffee black.
Black?
It's pretty savage, but when you make the adjustment, it's hard to go back when you get into that
I get
flavor
it.
of the deep stuff.
I don't hate black coffee. I really don't.
I used to, and now I can't live without
I
it.
used to hate any coffee when I was younger.
Really?
I hated coffee. When I
Why?
first tried it, I was like, what are you guys doing? Like, Mom and Dad, this is why you're mad. Stuff sucks, dude.
It's the only reason you're not on the street.
Yeah, 100%. Still kind of was, but what are you going to do? We did not plan on doing an episode right now. Our agenda was the first official movie review. However, I
Fell asleep.
fell asleep. I could not make it through the second half of Black Adam if there was 10 better actors and 20 better directors. There was no way I was going to make it under the circumstances of not only my own sleep deprivation, but just how god-awful the first half of that movie was. And you hate to see it. I didn't want to get on
You
here.
hate to see it.
I did not want to get on here and say it sucked.
I want to ask you a little more about coffee, but keep your tangent going.
Well, you already fucked it up. So what do you want to say about coffee?
I just want to know how you're drinking it right now. What's in it?
Put a little almond milk and a little bit of whatever that other creamer you had in there.
Okay. I like where your head's
It's
at.
good. I mean, it's not bad. It could definitely cut the bite.
So it's a little too bitter for you if you do it black?
You know, I feel like it makes me have to shit faster.
Yeah, absolutely.
When I drink it black,
Abso-fucking-lutely.
I'm glad that you. I thought you were gonna say I'm an idiot, but I think that when I drink black coffee, I am like, it shaves off 30 minutes of the shit process.
And
like,
probably of your life.
100%.
It probably takes out some healthy cells on its way out.
It forces it. Yeah, it does. I shit fast.
Forces a lot out, my guy.
Black coffee. Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know. It's getting to that point in my life where, you know,
It's easier to come by. If you're in like a pressure situation,
100%.
odds are the coffee's black, the coffee's there. It might be shitty. It might be Motel 6 coffee, but
100%.
you might not find your perfect ratio of oat milk and lavender pump. It might not be there.
100%. 100%. However, if you're going the black coffee route, you also have to make sure there's a working toilet that you would actually use.
Yeah, absolutely. You need like always in like within the first half hour, you need it in a direct line of sight. You need a bathroom at all times.
Bro, and
'Cause
now
when it hits,
man,
bro, it hits
with
like
the extra little PSI on
with
it
the
too.
power-
like, I don't think I could hover that.
with
I
the
gotta,
power of
I gotta
Mike
make
Tyson
touchdown.
straight out of your butthole. He was the he was the king for a reason, and that's how it goes.
Dude, you imagine a Mike Tyson butthole punch? Oh
No.
my god, dude,
No,
I would be.
Wouldn't come back from that.
I wouldn't.
There's
wouldn't.
been
Even with the glove on, I'd be like, Mike, no, never
no.
again.
It doesn't matter.
I think I would poo.
Your gooch would be destroyed. It would be useless.
I think that the power from that punch would knock my internal poo up and then force it back down like a trampoline. I think I would still shit myself.
I think it'd make my eyeballs pop out.
I think it would. I think that
Like,
you
know,
would
that kinda
automatically close
pressure-
your eyes. You would automatically blink like you do when you sneeze.
Like people's eyeballs, they actually do pop out.
Yeah,
like it happens.
they do.
And
There's some people who can do it on command.
Oh, why?
Yeah.
An on command Tyson punch? No.
On command eye bulge, I don't think anybody's punched themselves in the butt like Mike Tyson. God, he was such a savage. I watch old fights of him, and I feel bad for the other person in the ring.
From fights, like I've been kicked in the nuts a bunch of times.
Yeah.
And it never gets easier. So I can only imagine, like a little maybe big toe further. We go to the butthole and take a shot there. It's probably equally as painful. There's a lot of nerve endings down there. I mean, the ball's obviously sensitive. Even with a cup. I mean, I've been fucking full speed roundhouse kick even with a cup. Yeah, really all it does is gives you protection from irreparable damage.
Ugh.
So it doesn't just crush your bits, but all that force, think about it like this. All that force of the kick, instead of being a direct hit, it goes sheltered around to the shape of the cup. So the shape of the cup, that's basically what gets punched into your middle front bump.
I used to watch, I used to look up nut shots, I wanted to see it, people getting kicked in the nuts, and then I saw one.
It's not cool.
I don't know. I just used to, I was
Okay.
looking it up because it was, it starts funny. You think haha, kick in the nuts. And then I started.
Everybody's laughing till
the
it's your
MMA,
nuts.
then it got to the MMA level.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw that one with Kung Fu Panda. Brother, I'm out. I'll never watch another one. Yeah,
It's funny, a cartoon fake one got
No,
you. But
no,
hey,
no,
but
no.
as long as you
MMA
learned your
fighter.
lesson, focus, kids, focus.
MMA fighter went by Kung Fu Panda. R.I.P. to his testicle.
Yeah.
It was hard to watch.
You only get two.
Yeah, well,
You got one backup.
He's on backup, I think.
Sometimes
I
that
believe
backup doesn't even do the job. So
I
you got,
believe he lost
like
it.
half a backup.
I believe he lost it.
Keep an eye on your berries.
Uh-huh.
So that's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, guys, be careful out there. Don't go soft cup, hard cup only.
Yeah, soft cup, it's more like an idea of helping yourself
Yeah.
rather than actually helping yourself.
You want to make sure that at least they're going to hurt from kicking the cup, too, a little bit.
But you know what, though? I'm pretty sure in MMA, I think they have to wear a soft one. I don't know if you can wear a hard cup. Can you?
Got to be able to wear a hard one, man.
I don't actually know.
I have
didn't-
no idea, but
I never competed in MMA, so I don't know.
I feel like
what's
it's one of those
okay.
things where they all wear one because it's like, oh, I can kick faster with it. If they, I bet
Really?
they get options. I feel like you get options. Nobody's going to mandate that you wear a soft cup.
I don't see why you couldn't wear a hard cup.
Right. No, I don't think, not unless you're jumping and
You're gonna
thrusting
do
people in
the
the face with
fucking
the hard
like
cup.
the fucking super thrust.
Karate thrust to the jaw, then they get rid of soft cups.
I feel like if
Or get
you
rid of hard cups.
knock someone out with a fucking cup check, you deserve the points and the knockout. Like that's
Bro,
a skill many fighters don't have.
If you knock me out by thrusting me in the face with your cup, we are fighting. Like I'm shooting that man.
No, you're knocked out.
No, I will.
You're out.
Doesn't
You're out.
matter. I'm Jorge Masvidal and coming to you at the bar.
You're a meme for life.
No,
for
yeah,
life,
yeah, that's
son.
fine. But that guy's died. I'll be a meme while I'm in prison.
Doesn't matter. He'll be a hero.
No,
The people will stop you because it'll be the greatest knockout in all of UFC history.
Nope, won't happen.
What I say, UFC's history.
Yeah, that's true. That would be a good one. We didn't talk about this movie.
Yeah, we can get you back to Black Adam. I just, I love coffee.
I get it, man.
Today's sponsored by coffee. Go out, kids, get addicted, drink a cup. Sponsored by coffee. Thank you, coffee. We love you.
We're just kidding. Don't do drugs, kids. Caffeine is a drug. Jeez.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's totally okay. Like cigarettes, kids. Go, they say vaping is a problem. I agree. Go smoke cigarettes.
Agreed. Menthols, they keep your breath nice.
Get you some P-Funks,
P-Funks?
some Camel Crush,
Like Parliament?
whatever you're into. Yeah.
That's P-Funk? Yeah, Old Parliament. Maybe a Newport.
What's new? Yes. Newport. So there's your homework, kids.
Get on out there and smoke some cigs, kids.
You know, let's stop vaping together. Smoke some cigarettes, for God's sakes.
Cheers to that.
Cheers. Okay.
Black Adam, dude.
Yes. Black coffee to Black Adam. Look at these professional segues here.
Dude, that was a good one.
Thank you. Keeping it with the darkness. So let's just go over your experience. Let's talk it out. So we shot a couple, we front loaded a couple podcasts, and then the goal was to start another show. We're gonna do is we're gonna do some movie reviews, some up and coming movies, some classics. Just Keoh and I's take. A couple C-list professionals in the industry, wanting to, spit our opinion on what we think about these things. And we're going to start with a box office big one that came out recently, Blackout. I mean, these podcasts can be released so much later, so it doesn't matter, but keep listening. Remember the movie. You probably didn't remember anyway, but this is going to be our first one to set the review show. And so we...
let me just say...
we rented it at home, streamed it, which is kind of cool.
I'll go first because I didn't watch the whole movie.
Mm-hmm.
Don't change the channel.
Not even close.
Because he did. I watched the first half.
I grinded.
I watched the first half.
Just like The Rock, be the hardest worker in the room.
Yep.
I grinded, and I got through it for you, DJ.
Yeah, The Rock, love the guy. I love a lot of his movies. He seems fantastic.
Yeah.
But, man, this has to be the worst first half.
This was a flop.
Of a superhero movie that I've maybe ever seen. I mean, maybe ever. Like, it looked like it was...
It was pretty bad.
It should have been a TV show. Like, there was no reason for that to be like a over 2-hour movie.
I was confused for
the first half,
30 minutes.
I thought they were aliens. I thought they were on an alien planet. Turns out they're on Earth. What was the place called?
We didn't know who we were. Kandar? Is that right? I don't even know.
If that's a real place... I
don't even feel like fact-checking it. That's how annoyed I am that I stayed up to watch this.
If that's a real place...
Sorry, I'm not sorry, DC.
Fuck you, I'm sorry. You pick a better place next time. Let's just call it Egypt or something that everybody knows. I thought they were in an alternate dimension.
I felt like it was just like a Wakanda fake city,
There was a lot of like stealing of Marvel tropes, which is ironic because I find that a lot of Marvel tropes are stolen old DC tropes.
We talked about this last
night.
You reminded me, we might fact check this, that DC came first.
Yes.
Is that 100%?
100%.
I'm not fact checking it.
Superman's first superhero.
Okay, so the nerds
sucks,
can check
but
us.
First superhero.
So I, immediately was like, obviously, DC's just pulling on Marvel's thunder. They just can't hold a candle, even though some DC films I really like, but this was not it.
I found as a youth reading comic books, which I didn't do in like a crazy amount, but
we're casuals, easy.
Yeah,
people.
Take it easy.
We're casuals, very casual.
Don't come for me, fucking new rock stars. But
yeah,
the DC characters were always written better, and Marvel just somehow didn't have to do half the writing and just made their characters cooler.
Everything was cooler. That's the word I was hoping you were going to say.
They just made them cooler, man. Like it was
just cooler.
I don't know.
I don't know how.
I don't know. And they would take a DC character, make their own version, and somehow I would 100% of the time pick the knockoff Marvel cool version over the original. And that sucks. But like even Black Panther was a Batman knockoff. I mean, at the end of the day, that's how it started.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of them. But now it's starting to go the other way.
Aquaman, Namor. I mean, they all did. It's a laundry list of repeating these. I gotta
say, it's off topic, but I have made jokes about Namor for as long as I know comic books to exist. That is the one exception to the rule where I find that Marvel made the worst superhero / villain of all time, with the little wings on his feet and the elf ears, and he was always like Asian.
So that's one. So
he was awful.
So DC 1, Marvel 1,000.
No, and here's why. And I thought that.
Superman. I mean, there's some good. Obviously, Batman. Let's woo.
Hold
Batman.
on. Reel it back in.
Amazing.
Namor is the main villain in the new Black Panther movie.
Yep, understood. Still haven't watched that either. We're behind.
Well,
so sorry.
Slight spoiler, Namor's amazing. And
You saw it already?
Saw it already.
Oh, that's right.
And
okay.
Namor, they made the worst character in Marvel history not only pretty cool, but like made it make sense.
Okay.
Like unbelievable. Great job. We'll talk about the new Black Panther movie at a later date.
Yeah, because
now,
you know what didn't make sense?
Huh.
Black Adam.
Dude. Holy fuck. I had suspicion that it was going to suck in the trailer when they had Hawkman. That's his name, right?
Yeah.
Hawkman had his like OG helmet. And I find that there's times where you do OG, right? You're like, this is the first time I'm showing this character.
I don't think I minded it. I thought I'd mind the helmet. I didn't mind it.
That helmet sucked. I minded it because you're not going to make... You need all the help you can get to make Hawkman cool. And they wanted to, like, stay true to the Hawkman fans. I hate to break it to you, there aren't many.
Yes, it's weird how some superheroes, they are difficult to make cool.
Right.
The Wind Girl, couldn't stand her.
Ugh. Why were they...
Good actress, very attractive girl, but, I mean, just lame. Also, the quasi-Ant-Man, the guy that grows with Crusher.
Adam Man or whatever his name was.
What do they call him? Crusher? I don't know.
I don't know. That guy sucked.
Boring.
Awful, terrible. The Rock, they gave The Rock nothing. Why did they cast The Rock? The Rock has
because
the
they have to
be
sell the movie. That's
but
why.
like give him lines that The Rock can crush.
Yeah.
Like the Rock
Right,
was flagrantly bored the entire movie.
Yeah, which is all the hype about how he pushed to make this. This is going to be the darkest superhero ever made, stronger than Superman.
Now
all this jazz, I bought into the hype.
I can say that DC makes this mistake consistently. I noticed it in the movie immediately. They spend half their budget on getting effects and music.
Yeah.
Like licensed music that you knew cost them an arm and a leg.
Yeah.
For a scene that sucks.
They bought a Kanye track. It's expensive. Well, it's probably now he's canceled. It's probably,
no, this was
giving
before
it
he got canceled.
Oh yeah.
So you bought Power. You bought Power at the most expensive Power could ever be.
Because it's not coming back now.
No,
baby.
well, I don't know. You know,
Possibly.
whatever. I don't even know what the hell's going on with Kanye right now. But
losing it. But back to the movie. Yeah, they paid money.
Why are you paying all this money for music for a scene that sucks?
Just have a composer make something.
Just go pay 5 more writers to fix a fucking scene.
Yeah, the main problem of it all was the script. You cannot have a good movie with a weak script.
There was zero explanation. I would say for the first 35 minutes of the movie.
I would even accepted exposition. Just The Rock reading me 20 lines of backstory to tell me what's going on.
I had no fucking idea what was going on.
And that's lazy writing, but it's better than no idea of what's going on.
They started listening to, American music, and I started to see when the kid fell over, the comic books flopped out, and I was like, they're on Earth?
I'm so tired of the cheesy kid main characters too. Like, I understand a lot of the audience is kids, so I'm so biased because I'm a grown ass adult wanting to watch comic book movies. Yeah. But
this one gets a pass because Shazam is the child. Like he's that. Like he's Shazam's
he's the
villain.
main character. Yeah, I get
this
it.
One
It's in the Shazam verse.
This one gets a pass.
Shazam.
I understand what you're saying, and I don't entirely disagree.
Oh, yeah.
But this one gets a solid pass on that. However, the dog shit that ensued.
I mean, you literally couldn't keep your eyes open.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I hadn't slept in over 48 hours.
I think even if you were fully rested, you'd have shut those sweet little peepers.
That's exactly what I was about to say. I think that if I had just woken up from 12 hours of sleep, I would have fell right back to sleep. It was bad. It was a snoozer.
Said, you know what would be better, than this movie? Maybe an hour 12 to 13 of sleep extra.
Yes. There's something that we do when we're watching a movie that, isn't important on the plot, is we start talking over the movie. And this was a perfect
only if
movie.
It sucks. And I guess we thought it would suck.
Or if we already know the plot.
Yeah,
like if you've watched the same plot 30 times.
We need to take some.
Oh, that guy's going to be Robin.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like
sometimes
you see,
it's too easy.
Yeah, you talk. Like, we don't talk through the whole movie, but we'll make each other laugh while we watch the movie.
Yeah.
That never happened in this movie because for the first quarter of it, we didn't know what was going on. And for the second quarter of it, it sucked so bad that there was nothing to comment on. And
there was some buyer's remorse pretty quick in, but we were already invested. We thought we'd do a review. This is kind of like half it. This is not even going to get a review show.
No,
this is
I
just
wanted
podcast. We're waking up. Let's just get it out of our system, because I feel like if we just didn't talk about how bad this movie is, I will bury it deep inside.
It was going to cause me trauma. I was going to take it out on somebody.
This would be a cancer later in my life.
I did not want to
That's why
shit
it's
on this
Black
movie.
Adam, the black cancer in my
I
belly.
want DC to not suck, but they are trying their hardest.
Yeah, I was rooting for this.
I'm 100%. I love The
Especially
Rock.
with the you missed it. But there's a Superman teaser at the very end. It's a after movie cameo.
Don't even care.
It's probably the best scene in the movie. Just
All right.
seeing Henry Cavill's chiseled jaw and Superman costume again was no CGI mustache. He looked normal. I was like, wow.
By the way,
This is the only thing that I felt was worth it. in
how
this movie.
dare you, Netflix, be such a shitty writer that you lose a 9-year contract with Henry Cavill for The Witcher?
I don't
You
think
got-
they lost it. He chose to leave. I think it
He
was
chose to
scheduling-
leave. He
I
said
think it
he
was scheduling so he could do Superman.
He said he would never leave, as long as the writers, represented the games and the character arc from the games appropriately. He said he would stay on board because he took major pay cuts to do it to begin with.
I really thought it was because Superman rolled back in.
Negative.
You think that's
Henry Cavill.
Maybe all things can be true.
Henry Cavill was the biggest Witcher 3 fan of any actor ever of all time. That's why he
he's a
does the
video
voice.
game guy.
He copied the voice 100%, paid homage to the voice actor from the game.
Yeah.
He lived it. He loved it. He cares way more about Geralt of Rivia than he does about Superman. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. Yeah. He does. He did. But the writers just did him wrong. They weren't doing what he begged. You see him in the interviews like, as long as they pay homage, I'll be here. And then they didn't. Obviously, the third season sucks balls. I haven't seen it yet. It hasn't come out yet. But when it comes out, we'll see why he left.
Yeah.
Anyways, sorry.
Liam Hemsworth going to take the mantle. How do you feel about that?
Whatever, dude. It doesn't matter anymore.
Not happy with the Liam.
I'm not happy.
Backlash about Liam.
I'm not happy.
I think he's a good actor. I think he's fine.
Nobody wants the main character to change. Like, nobody wants that.
Shit
Like,
happens, bro.
it does happen.
But Sean Connery can't be James Bond forever.
I don't think Witcher would have happened without Henry Cavill. Like,
Yeah,
he
very
signed
possible.
on and pushed that. He was like, I'll do it. And they were like, oh, what?
Yeah, because a lot of times
Like-
video game projects just don't cut
100%. That was like,
Like, you see that movie Hitman?
Ugh.
Yeah, exactly.
oh my God.
It's not even a
Mark
sound effect
Was that
button,
that
that's
wasn't
a-
Mark Wahlberg, was it?
No,
that
it
was,
was
he
Timothy.
was Max Payne.
Yeah,
he did Max Payne. He did the
You're
other
thinking
awful-
another failure.
Oh,
Timothy Oliphant, I believe,
That who
was
Dude,
was
that
Hitman.
shit sucked.
Let's
Anyways,
triple check, but go on.
I want to get back to Black Adam just so we can get it out, so we can never talk about it again. Let's just be brave and speak our truth
Be brave.
on Black Adam. I'm going to take a back seat because I only watched the first half. I want you to talk about the second half and tell me how it wowed you and how
It's
it
gonna be
changed.
minimal. I don't even want to waste the whole podcast on this. We're just gonna breeze through it.
Oh, dude, but if you had to say, was there any fight scenes that were good?
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. A lot of the obligatory action was entertaining. Some of the slow motion, that stuff was good, entertaining. But it's harder for me to feel invested. I mean, I'm character driven. I want to see some really amazing fight scenes, but I want to be invested in the characters enough that I'm like, oh my God, is this gonna happen? Like, I get into it, and I couldn't.
Thought it was going to be good once he ripped that guy's arm off. When
that
there
was
started
cool.
to be gore, I was like, there we go, DC.
But did you notice they didn't? Yeah, Timothy Oliphant was Hitman. That was correct. That was correct. That doesn't get a sad trombone.
No, Timothy Oliphant gets a sad trombone.
You think?
For that? Da-na-na-na. Yeah. I mean, good. I love the guy, but he knows that movie sucks. He doesn't need us to talk about
Yeah,
it. We suck.
it's one of those things. I don't think it's his fault.
No, he's not going to be mad about that.
No.
Sorry, Tim.
It
is what it
everyone
is.
makes a Garfield.
Yeah.
It happens.
Listen, you don't talk bad about Bill Murray again.
You have any regrets? Maybe Garfield.
Yeah. Zombieland. Yeah. Bill Murray.
One of the best movies ever, Zombieland.
One of the best people ever. Bill Murray.
Facts.
All right, come on, man.
Okay, so you want to know what the rest
I need to know what happened at the end of Black Adam.
Yeah, sure you do.
Cliffhanger.
No, the team bands together. It turns out,
Oh, no.
the other friend that was really looking for the crown, he gets it, becomes the leader of Hell, which is basically like a red horned Black Adam. They bring Black Adam back to life to fight him. Everyone's happy. Hooray.
Dude.
And that was the movie. That was it. It was not entertaining. So many things were happening. So little plot was happening around all the things that were happening. It just didn't make sense. Like, it's just like they walked into a story like you already knew all the characters. You already knew what was happening. You already knew where we were, what was going on. Okay, you need to tell the audience. I'm sure there's a fan base that already knows enough backstory that you can understand, oh yeah, this is happening and this is because of this story. But if you're going to make a film or a TV show, it doesn't matter, out of any kind of source material, you have to introduce the audience like they are brand new, because you need to appeal to not only the hardcore fans but also new fans. That's the idea.
Listen.
So if you've never seen a comic book page in your life, you can sit down and be invested and feel like you're going on a ride.
They missed the mark so hard on that, because I can tell you, at least in the circles of nerds that I talk to, which is a decently sized circle.
A large nurgle.
Yeah. Got a pretty big nurgle.
It's true. I've seen it.
Before Shazam came out, I was one of the most knowledgeable guys about Shazam just by knowing that he was a child who gets the power of Shazam, which makes him a fully grown, superhero, Superman-esque hero. And I learned that
superhero big.
Dude, it is superhero big.
I still think it's cheesy. That's Tom Hanks movie reference for all my talk tweens out there. Watch it. It's
there is a great DC show. DC demolishes the animated shows. Marvel hasn't made a good animated show since Marvel, X-Men, that one.
Oh my God.
That was amazing.
X-Men cartoon was my life.
But after that, every cartoon they've made has been ass. DC consistently makes good cartoons. Young Justice will tell you everything you need to know about Shazam. Follow that. If you give a shit about Shazam at all, go watch that. It's actually interesting. We got to take a break and give a shout out to these sponsors who keep us going. Stay tuned, guys.
Shout out to these sponsors that paid for our horrible selection of Black Adam.
Ugh. Sorry, guys.
Sound. This. Episode 3 sponsorship tripped 2. All right. I'd like to take a moment for a commercial break to thank our sponsors of today's episode. Today's sponsors are... What are they, Ryan?
Tripped Travel Gear.
That's right, Tripped Travel Gear, baby. Tripped isn't just another faceless company. It's two people who have been traveling and living out of backpacks since 2015. Woo! Tripped is about packing smarter so you can travel further. Tripped makes products like travel backpacks, packing and compression cubes. Keeps you organized when you travel. Throw this in your pack, your carry-on. You can carry on more often instead of paying for a bag, because you can take all your little clothes, your little button-downs, put them in here, compress them, make them small. You're organized, you're ready to travel. You're having fun on your vacation instead of rifling through your suitcase.
Yep.
Thank you so much for the sponsorship. Now back to the program.
Appreciate you.
Sound rolling. Episode 3, part 3.
What up, what up, what up? We are back.
We're back. Thank you. Thank you, sponsors. We love you.
what I was saying before we left, Young Justice, amazing cartoon. Teen Titans, you already know. There are great DC products out there. Let's start supporting those outside of, the spin-off Batmans. We always get a good Batman movie, but for some reason, all these other characters just get swept under the rug and get
Even Superman and Superman versus Batman, I really liked.
Dude,
obviously, reviews were not
makes
as
one of us.
joyful. I really
Superman 1 was great.
incredible.
Superman versus Batman sucked balls.
One of the best. See, I disagree.
Martha?
I liked
Martha?
how
Both our moms are named Martha?
there were some lame parts, but I really liked how dark it was.
I like the darkness. And I will give you...
I was forgiving on some of those things because I enjoyed the way it was told.
Sure.
I liked seeing Ben Affleck
Sure.
so angry as Batman.
Yeah, sure.
You have to agree. Ben
I get it.
Affleck as angry Batman was phenomenal.
I will say that movie was great up into right after the scene where Ben Affleck's like body slamming people on the ground and doing that really sick fight scene that he got. After that, once he got into the Iron Bat suit, movie fell apart for me. They had a weird villain. They had that big giant villain, remember?
Yeah.
They did. They what was his name?
I don't
It doesn't
remember.
matter. Exactly.
Neither here nor there.
But I will say that I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
But that movie was kind of like a for me, and then just zoom right. The Martha thing, I thought they were trolling.
Wonder Woman also excellent.
She's good.
Just the first one.
I didn't watch.
First one was excellent.
1984.
1984.
Aquaman wasn't bad.
No, Aquaman was great. Like what an interesting that's like a lesson for Black Adam how you do it right.
Yeah.
They made it very family friendly, very bright, completely different world than DC had seen.
Mm-hmm.
But they still made it good.
What a good play to make Aquaman Hawaiian.
Director James Wan, amazing work. He always does great work.
Yeah.
Super nice guy too.
Yeah. Man.
Where did I meet him? I met him on something I was doing, but he was super polite.
Who was it?
James Wan, the director.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't there for that one.
Super nice guy. I like nice people. There are a lot of dicks out there.
Yeah.
I like seeing when successful people
I like seeing
are
dicks too.
nice. Yeah, sure. Sure.
Nice.
That's this coffee's a little stiff for these comments.
Ooh. Maybe put some creamer in it.
That's true.
I
like nice people in the industry. They're out there.
They are. Black Adam. I don't know, man.
It's a black stain on DC's portfolio.
That shit sucked. And now they're going to put him in another movie. Like, The Rock's going to get greenlit.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure it made a lot of money, and that's all that matters. So it doesn't matter what we think. It doesn't matter what anybody thinks, because
what we
at the
think
end of the
does
day,
matter.
this is a business, and that I can always respect.
What
if it
we
makes
think-
money, to some degree, the people have spoken. Maybe there's an army of 13-year-olds that love it, and if that's the case, then I'm happy. It's a success. If people do love it, I'm happy. That's a success.
If
I didn't
there's
like it. I was very disappointed, very bored.
If there's an army of 13-year-olds that love the Black Adam movie, do you know how fucked we are as a species when those kids go into power?
I feel like every generation says that.
Oh, man.
For the moment, we're still here.
I guess. We do love Power Rangers and shit like that.
This is what I'm talking about. You got to see it through a different lens.
Yeah, you're right.
So, in that regard, maybe it's great.
Listen,
Not
if
for
you
me.
like Black Adam,
Not for you.
maybe we're washed up old idiots who don't know anything, but just
All things true.
have high standards. Raise it up. Go Black Adam, it was like how I felt about Venom. Like, I was like, I see that this has flaws, but I love Venom as a character so much that I will push all that aside, and I love Tom Hardy so much that I will push all that aside and
Maybe that's the Black Adam audience.
and build him up. And then they gave him a sequel, and it still wasn't rated R, so it's always going to not be what it should be.
Same thing with Black Adam. You want to talk about how dark, this could have been a rated R movie.
If it was, it would have been good. Probably. I mean,
maybe not. It
no,
might have been
not-
exactly the same.
The
A few
fight scenes would have been better.
A few splatters of red and the same plot. Like a fishing net plot.
That shit sucked. Whatever. You hate to see it because it was a villain movie.
You hate to see it.
You know, he's a villain, so he could have been very edgy and like, you know, very.
As a fitness guy, I was so invested just because probably the biggest news about that whole movie was The Rock's workouts getting ready for the movie.
The Rock's traps.
He got
were
the biggest he's ever been. And he's been an athlete his whole career. Obviously, pro wrestler, movie star. I mean, bigger than Pain and Gain.
Dude.
He was huge and shredded. He was like peak performance. And at his age, unbelievable.
Bro, his traps in that movie, Black Adam, are probably the best co-star.
Yeah.
Hands down.
The fact that they cut his suit, they gave him a wide cut suit to give those traps some screen time.
They did.
They saw The Rock walk in day one, and costume was so flustered that they just started cutting the top of the suit off because they just wanted to see him as naked as they could get
I bet
him.
those traps broke out. I bet he had a full
You
neck
think?
suit.
And they just kept trying. They had
God!
assistant
They
on
just
assistant just trying
Yeah.
to squeeze The Rock's
They tried to
giant
zip it.
chiseled body into that suit, and people just kept quitting because they couldn't get it on.
I'm telling you, I think those traps dictated how that suit was going to fit. Wow. And you know what? Good for you, Rock. I think that I mean, I know that The Rock was very excited for that role.
What do you think some of the best superhero bodies you've seen on film ever? Because I feel like we're getting so ingrained in the culture.
I'm biased.
The prep for a movie is almost just as entertaining as the movie now. Because of social media, you can follow an actor's training. Oh, I'm putting on 20 pounds for this role. Or, oh, look at my, you know, we love the word transformation, body transformation. Look at this actor
It
put on
tends to be the
70
shitty
pounds of
movies.
muscle. Like,
A lot of times it's shitty movies because the first one that came to mind, granted I'm biased,
I want to know.
Halle Berry's Catwoman.
Ooh, I am impressed you went with a woman.
Her outfit sucked. I mean, I'm impressed you didn't even think about it.
I'm just so hot and bothered by a man's body getting ready for a superhero role. That's all
I get it.
I can focus on.
I get it, and I knew you were going guy, but the
Gym
first
heroes in my mind.
the
That's all I'm
first two
seeing.
people that came to mind were Halle Berry's Catwoman, because I was like, that whole outfit, like the helmet sucked. Why she got on high heels? But I just remember her ass in that poster, and I just, oh my god,
Never forget it.
Never forgot. The next one I thought about, ironically, was Black Widow.
Man, look at you.
She had hella ass too. I mean, she had the little belt that came down, and she was
Wow.
just stacked up, double caked, double cheeked up.
You need to take a cold shower, maybe jog around the block,
Dude.
dude.
If we're talking,
Just ass bouncing in those vipers.
if we're talking dudes, which we usually are.
Yeah, give me a dude. I'm all about
I already
these,
know.
these women.
I feel like you're gonna say Hugh.
No, but that's not where I was going. I want to know your number one body
Transformation.
you've ever seen. No, I guess just anything. Just someone. It doesn't have to be like the most dramatic, like Christian Bale going from fucking The Machinist of zero,
Ugh.
of fucking a 100-pound man to Batman. I don't care about the largest transformation. What I want to know your opinion on is just a superhero and an actor that came out for the role, and you were just like, wow, that looks like a hero to me. I feel safe in his arms.
Bro, listen.
Who is it?
This kid.
Who is it?
It's Star-Lord.
Wow, okay, yeah.
It's,
I'm not mad at that because that's the
Because that
Chris,
was a big turnaround.
Chris Pratt was a real transformation.
And now Adam
And
Warlock in
good
the
for
new
him.
one is that kid, Eyebrows from
Yep.
the Millers, from We
Yeah.
Are the Millers, and
Yeah.
he's looking chiseled.
Oh, he's heavy on the sauce.
Yeah, for sure. But
That's-
but as he should be. What is he needed all the sauce he could get,
yeah, it's true.
and he whatever.
Extra sauce, please.
I mean, the first person to do it for me, the first person where I was, and it wasn't a superhero movie you would expect. It was Blade 3. Ryan Reynolds went from...
You found him.
Ryan Reynolds went from...
You found him.
Skinny, goofy, nerdy guy to having abs on top of his abs with shoulder boulders.
I'm almost disappointed that you found him because I don't get to say it now.
Yeah, Blade 3, Ryan Reynolds.
Blade Trinity.
Yeah, Blade Trinity, Ryan Reynolds I was like, what the fuck?
That's my number one.
That's your number one? I mean, that was my number one, but I was trying to pick more relevant shit.
It's also maybe it's just the era we came up in, but I used to be big on for motivation the Men's Health cover models, and I always like when actors would get it.
Fuck
yeah. When actors would get on it, it was always like I think a big deal because typically it's just like like a male model.
We're showing our age now.
They're
Kids
shredded.
don't even buy magazines anymore.
Yeah, well, I mean you could probably find a nice digital copy these days.
Yeah, the Men's Health email service.
Dude, I love. Yeah, they have periodicals in your public library. You can go in the plastic. You can.
What is a periodical?
You can rent them with a library, a card, an actual card.
Well, you got to return it. I don't think anything happens.
That used to
if you
be one
don't,
of my favorite things, though, which you can still do. Go to the airport and just buy a random magazine to read on the plane. Like, that was always entertaining for me. But anyway, so Ryan Reynolds, Blade Trinity. You're right. He went from Van Wilder. I mean, he was always fit, but his body for Blade Trinity,
so nice,
in my opinion, is like a fitness peak. There's been a lot of peak bodies I've seen throughout the years. To me, it looks 100% natural. I could be naive, could be completely wrong, but it looks attainable.
Realistically,
very attainable.
You're probably wrong, but I do.
No, I don't think so because
he's
he's a tall guy with a decent sized frame.
I know.
And if you put him through a grind with enough time, to me, it seemed very easily done.
I know you don't think so, but I will tell you that if he did that in 3 months.
I don't think he had so much more time than that.
It was between 3 and 6 months. 6 months being on the high end.
I think it was longer than that.
If he did it in 3 to 6 months,
I think it was all natural, 100%.
If he did it in 3 to 6 months,
maybe some creatine at most.
If he did it in 3 to 6 months, you're wrong. But anything outside of that, I'd say it's possible.
No, I think you can do it in 6 months.
No, not those shoulders. Not to go from the shoulders you had.
It's
the shoulders. It's the shoulders, the abs.
You're in the, more plates, more dates camp. I get it. Everyone's on steroids. Everyone's on steroids. I'm always going to see things in a natural light because I'm hopeful people can get these bodies without it. But anyway, his proportions, his body fat, it was stunning. Like a body, I had that on my wall as workout motivation for a long time. I was like, this is a body to go after. I was impressed.
You go after that body, bro.
Oh, go after it.
Dude, this is
Look, workout motivation is real.
It is.
I don't know how other people do it. I like to see.
You're right.
There's a few ways to do it. Sometimes I'll put a photo of myself in really bad shape, get me motivated. That's not always the healthiest way to do it, but that can get you going if you need. But I like to see a body that's natural that I can go after, something I can look at and be like, I got to go to the gym today. Like, okay, that body's looking good. I want to try to get there. It helps motivate me. So like a magazine cover, something like that. You don't have to frame it and bedazzle it and, have like a shrine in the corner, like nothing crazy, but I'm very visual. It helps for me to see things. So to seeing a body like that, just impressive.
Sure. I get it. I get it. I can't believe I pulled that one out. But
I can't believe you found of all the workout bodies. I mean, you could go modern. You could do obviously like a Chris Hemsworth for Thor. I mean, he's had some good ones, especially the recent one. He looks like a bodybuilder.
Yeah, but they CGI'd him.
Michael B. Jordan and
you know
Creed.
that, right? They CGI'd Hemsworth's muscles this time.
Yeah, I believe it. I think they did some shadowing and stuff. But I've also seen a lot of photos of him.
Yeah, sure. I'm not gonna say he's
no. It's the real deal. They're like just photos of him walking between his trailer, and you see just striations of his muscles.
Sure.
Like
he's not out of shape by any means.
He grinded it.
He did. But there's like a 300 level worth like of shaders and I was sad when I saw it because I was really of the belief that
I saw the videos you're talking about. I don't even know if it's CGI. I think it's just lighting. I mean, you do proper lighting. I mean, that's a that's a professional endeavor in TV and film.
We
Lighting
don't
makes a
just
huge
do
difference.
we don't just do lighting anymore.
Mm.
Marvel movies,
Yeah.
they got somebody in there with the little clicker clicking away.
Like,
It's so
did you
easy.
see they took away Namor's front bump?
Yeah,
There was a bunch of internet hype about
Yeah.
they took out
that one.
Namor's little seahorse.
I will say that Namor did a great job. But if I were cast as that,
Mm-hmm.
that was probably the most shredded superhero / villain that Marvel drew on comic books. I was very impressed by his confidence to not get shredded.
He was straight up
He was almost like
fucking pizza bulk.
yeah, like I think that if I lost 30 pounds and the way I am right now with a little push-ups, like I had the same body as him.
Man, so he
Like,
just went straight dirty bulk.
He
But
did
you know what?
not even, bro. He barely had abs.
Yeah,
And look up a picture of Namor. Type Namor right now,
I've seen it. I'm not.
bro. I mean, like 12-pack.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not mad at it though because I like a little differentiation. Not everyone has to look like shredded Ryan Reynolds, Black Adam.
Brother.
There's got to be some people that.
Namor wears
can
a
look
speedo
strong.
for the whole movie.
I mean, I'm not saying I would do it. I would be stressed if I wasn't shredded to the bone.
Bro.
I would be stressed. But good on him.
Good on him.
Like, look at Khal Drogo, Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
He was huge, strong, but not shredded at all.
Right, but there's no documentation of pictures of Khal Drogo over the past 30 years shredded, like just specifically shredded.
So you feel like he didn't do the character justice?
I'm not saying that at all. I am actually saying that
Okay.
I'm saying that I want to know his thought process. Like was he like, I'm going to put a spin on this character so hard that I don't need to look like I swim for a living?
Maybe he was like a late cast.
Bro.
Somebody dropped out.
I'm telling you that I think that you give that role,
Fucking Roman Reigns dropped out at the last minute.
bro, you give that role to 20 other actors and they will all 20 show up 3 times as shredded. And I'm not saying that he made the wrong choice. Clearly, he's doing a great job. Like I hate Namor, and now I'm over here actually talking about him.
Yeah, interesting.
He did a good job with the acting portion.
He won you over.
I was just like, yo, he looks like a regular dude in a speedo.
Yeah,
like he looks
good-
like a regular dude, real regular.
Good performance, can say.
Maybe even has a
anything.
couple kids around. And, you know, like he might eat. That guy ate a burger.
You mean like just eating the leftover chicken nuggets and tater tots?
Yeah, like he's the guy. He wasn't
Hard-
dad bod, but
hard-
he was like you know the dad that works out.
It's hard to keep a tight diet when there's leftover nuggets every
Bro,
night.
listen, dude, I don't even got kids, and I'm a leftover
And
nugget.
you find those
Yeah.
tater tots on the floor, don't you?
Eating my dog's food out of his bowl when he leaves it out.
Oh,
But,
is that some floor tots?
Bro.
Let me get some of that.
I just thought it was. They even gave him like I just felt like even his underwear were like, let's see how much of this we can cover up. Like they were the biggest Namor underwear. I feel like he wore a G-string in the comics.
Interesting.
I don't know. It was just wild to me. No disrespect to the actor. I am not body shaming you at all. If anything, I'm impressed with your ability to be confident in your own skin.
He won you over with a Vin Diesel workout program.
Bro, he won me over with acting chops because Vin Diesel 10 times better shape than Namor.
What?
In
Bro,
movies?
those late movies.
In movies?
Vin is pushing it.
Well, guess
He's
what?
getting real lazy.
Just wait until you see.
Making that Fast and Furious theme park money, and he don't give a shit anymore.
Listen, Vin Diesel. I haven't seen any of his late stuff, but like Bloodshot and stuff like that. He's still looking like Vin. When it comes time, yeah, he's itching his gut out on the balcony on his off days,
No,
but like,
bro, those later Fast and Furious movies.
oh yeah, I haven't been watching.
It's nothing to be.
I stopped watching those.
Nothing to be talked about.
Not in a bad way. I would watch them, but it just became kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
But
Fucking
no, then Namor just
cars swinging on rope swings like it's a Transformer Tarzan or something. Like, come on.
dude, this guy
But
looked.
hey, I'm all about entertainment also, so
That was wild, man.
talk myself in and out of just about anything.
It's just crazy, man. But yeah, I mean, he acted his way into a role where he didn't wear clothes for the whole thing and just looked like a regular dude.
That's a stressful job, just period.
Yeah.
I'm impressed that you're telling me he's not in primetime shape, or at least, you know, not maybe
Maybe
the
prime
standard,
time for him.
Well, maybe the standard of superhero we expect right now is so unrealistic
Because everybody's
that-
on the sauce.
Yeah,
I can tell you without a doubt, Namor was natty. Like
Yeah.
there's no question. If he told me he was on the sauce, I would laugh.
yeah.
Like I would be like, for what?
Yeah, like what,
Like,
fucking Big Mac sauce?
Dude, like
come
yeah,
on.
like he wasn't fat though. It was just like he was just
Yeah.
he looked like his prep was swimming only.
Maybe like
no lifting.
like just a real athlete of an older era.
Yeah. Sure. He didn't look not athletic.
Yeah,
But he just
that's what I mean. As an athlete,
yeah, no, I'm saying
just not super low body fat. Which
yeah,
we've come
I'm just
accustomed to.
clarifying that I agree with you. You know, I agree with you. But it was wild to
We're
see.
addicted to low body fat.
It was wild to see. I felt like, ironically, though, the old Black Panther, well, I can't even say that. I was going to say Black Panther 1, nobody was jacked, but then I forgot about Michael B. Jordan, who was probably the most jacked.
Bro, ridiculous.
Yeah. But T'Challa, give me the real name.
Chadwick Boseman.
Thank you, Chadwick Boseman.
He was. I thought he was in great shape.
he was in good-
phenomenal.
he was in
He's-
great shape,
he
but
was
I wouldn't
the
have-
fittest he'd ever been in strength wise.
Sure, but I wouldn't have said Chadwick Boseman was jacked in that movie.
No, but he held his own against
100%.
Michael B. Phenomenal.
My man.
He is another fitness superhero of mine.
Mm-hmm.
When I see that trailer,
Yeah.
Michael B. doing something fit,
Yeah.
I just gotta go to the gym.
Yeah.
I put the toast down,
Yeah.
go straight to the gym.
I get it. I get it, man. But what I was saying when I brought up Chadwick is that I felt like he was natty. I felt like he went the natural route, so I think it's kind of interesting that Namor did the same. I think that
Yeah.
both of them would have been put under a lot of pressure to bulk up, at least to look good under certain lighting. You know what I mean? Like we want to see some abs, and I didn't feel like either one of them was like, you know, just like washboarded
pure
up.
snake belly.
No, like there,
Bah, bah, bah,
I
bah,
never,
bah.
I don't remember that, and maybe I'm wrong, but I don't remember that from Chadwick in that movie. And I know it wasn't there for Namor.
Straight liver king.
Dude, that was, I mean,
I just wanted to say
Yeah.
liver king. I was really thinking more like Joe, like Manganiello. I can't even say that right. Do you know how to say that correctly?
no,
We're just gonna say Joe M.
yeah,
You know him.
no, I don't. Who are we talking about?
True blood, true stud.
Oh yeah, for sure. We'll call him Tarzan. No, wasn't he
Deathstroke.
Tarzan?
2 minutes of Deathstroke.
Oh, there we
No, he
go.
was not
Oh
Tarzan.
no! I was thinking of the other guy from True
Come
Blood.
on, bro.
The other guy from True Blood was Tarzan, wasn't he?
I think you're
Blonde dude.
I don't think so.
I'm surprised.
The brother?
I don't know.
Yeah, he was always super fit on the show, but I don't know if that's right.
I don't either. I don't care. Yeah, and I got you now. Deathstroke. 2 minutes of Deathstroke
Yeah.
with a weird beard. His beard's weird.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
But he's another fitness hero. That's
He
bread
is.
and butter. That's what brought him out of no man's land. He lands True Blood. He had some other stuff. He was small. He was Flash and Spider-Man, the Tobey Maguire. I mean, he came up, he worked, but True Blood and those ridiculous abs are what launched him to the stratosphere.
Speaking of Flash,
I mean, if abs can give you a career, that man is a poster child.
we've
for
talked
it.
about Kanye meltdowns, and you just said Flash, and we've been talking about superheroes this entire time.
Ooh,
So we have to
got
talk.
You got minutes. You
We
got
have
3
to talk
minutes for our
about the
next sponsor
meltdown
break.
that is the kid who plays Flash currently.
Ezra Miller.
What an idiot. Sorry, kid.
They
Shut
they
the
them,
hell up.
They them get your pronouns correct.
I don't give a damn. Whatever whatever, all due respect, whatever your pronouns are, you're an idiot.
Yeah, he's been fucking up.
Both of you are
They's been. I'm not trying to be offensive. They've been fucking up
yeah, whatever. man.
because amazing life and career, and all you keep doing is just fucking up everything.
It's
You
okay.
keep getting arrested for fighting people in clubs. I think they hit a girl. Like, I mean, ludicrous stuff.
Mm.
I'm just disappointed because I liked them in. I'm really trying.
You're
here.
doing great. You're doing good. You're doing good. You're doing good.
I liked
You're
them.
doing good. I like them too.
In the Flash roles that I saw them in.
And
then I've been really the Fantastic Beasts. I liked them in Fantastic Beasts.
I did like Ezra in Fantastic Beasts. I liked Ezra as Flash. However, I really hated the run, that slow-mo like goofy run, which might have been a director thing. I don't know if that was Ezra or not.
What was that? The race with Superman?
No, whenever he's running in any of the films in slow motion, he does this really goofy thing with his arms that just doesn't look like I'm the fastest, best runner on the planet.
I love when
I hated it.
I think since Flash is a male character, I can say I like it when he like trips, when he's super speeded and trips. I find that hilarious.
That I like. It's the run itself. It was the run itself that I just hated. It might have been a choice on his part. It might have been the director to say, "You're a superhero. What if you look like crap running, but you're still the fastest?" But he really did look like crap running. It was the worst running form I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And probably a choice to make him more comedic, but I hated it.
But to bring it back, because we're short on time.
Yeah.
We're extremely disappointed in such.
Flashpoint was supposed to come out, and now it's red.
Because let's not get it twisted. To have roles like this in that industry is a privilege. Like I don't care how talented you are.
Mm-hmm.
If you get big projects and you are cast in big roles, I don't care who you are. This is a privilege.
Yes.
Enjoy the life you're living. Like what a life you're living, to be working with some of the best in the industry. And at the top of your field, it's just almost like you just taking it for granted, and it's just disappointing to see because there's so many people out there that would kill to have one line in a movie like that you're in, and you're out there running amok, getting arrested, being ridiculous for the sake of ridiculousness, and it's just like a slap in the face to people that I think that are grinding their souls out to just have one shot and one cool movie, and they'll be happy.
Yeah. They done fucked up. They fucked up. Those Ezras fucked up, dude.
Anything in your life, that's a good note to end on. Don't take anything in life for granted. If you got something good,
don't
enjoy it. Be thankful. Be happy. Easier said than done. I struggle with happiness.
Sure.
Depression, anxiety, things I'm always battling, but
sure.
Be happy. Things are good. If you've got good things, be happy. And if you don't have good things, make a change.
Yes.
It's so difficult to do, but one of my favorite lines from Benjamin Button, I hope you have the courage to change it. It's not even the complete line, but if you're not happy, have the courage to make a change. Yep. Love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you. We appreciate the fact that we can be here and just talk, and hopefully you guys enjoy yourself.
Hang in there, Ezra. You too, Kanye. Oh, yeah.
Another banger. I think we got a moment or two for the music to roll out. I felt pretty good about the early morning cast.